I am kind of getting the impression that repealing Obamacare is the top priority for Donald Trump and the Republicans. It's been like a relentless drumbeat. The president-elect tweeting about the disaster that Obamacare has become, saying this yesterday, and also let's not let the Schumer clowns get out of this web, meaning don't let Minority Leader Chuck Schumer and the Democrats escape responsibility for the health care program. Then there was a big GOP press conference with Paul Ryan, Kevin McCarthy, and Vice President-elect Mike Pence, who said Obamacare, repealing Obamacare, the top priority, and talked about, it was not true that if you wanted to keep your doctor, you could keep your doctor or your health plan. Continue to hammer away at that theme in front of the television cameras. Now, reporters press Pence about, what are you going to do for the millions of people who got insurance under this program? And he had a very carefully worded answer about orderly transition. He kept saying orderly transition to a new program, rely more on market forces and so forth. But of course, everyone knows that won't be ready anytime soon. Then it was Chuck Schumer's turn, and Nancy Pelosi, they came out after meeting with Barack Obama on the Hill. And it was interesting. Their spin was to talk about how the Republicans are going to take benefits away from people, of course, to talk about how they would throw the healthcare market into chaos. We heard that word chaos a lot. And they kept bringing up Medicare, because this is an interesting tidbit here. The Democrats would love to make it an argument about Obamacare and Medicare, which is a very popular program, which they've been running on for 30, 40 years, accusing the Republicans of trying to gut it. And Donald Trump has said throughout the campaign, he said it to me in one interview, that he doesn't think any changes should be made to Medicare. So here's the deal, not to get too deep in the policy weeds, but it's a couple of aspects of Obamacare that are pretty popular and that Trump says he wants to keep. One is allowing parents to keep their kids, their growing kids, on their policy until they're 26, and the other is no ban on people who have pre-existing conditions. But if you do the thing that Republicans want to do in getting rid of the individual mandate, which is not popular, you pay a fine and all that, well, then you're opening the door to letting people go without insurance. The moment they get sick, they take out insurance, and there's no prohibition against that. And then you've got a system that's kind of filled up with people who are not healthy, because healthy people, particularly younger healthy people, can avoid it. So this is a complicated subject. And the thing is, it's kind of a reality check for the Republicans. I have no doubt they will push ahead, and they have the votes to do it. And they only need 50 votes in the Senate, and there are 52 Republican senators. But it's one thing for the House GOP to repeal Obamacare 30 times, knowing full well that President Obama is not going to sign the bill. It's another thing to do it and risk unsettling the market until you have something else in place. And it does get kind of complicated if you want to have some kind of insurance for people and not have bad headlines about insurance companies bailing out of states and people being kicked off the rolls. So now we see the transition from campaigning to governing. And as we all know, campaigning, a little more difficult, but it was interesting, the power of the tweet again, President-elect Trump setting the tone, just as he got the GOP, with help from the media and angry constituents, to flip the day before on the gutting of the Congressional Ethics Office. Now he and Pence making clear they're going to do something about Obamacare. We'll have to see what.